Hand clap to the massive guys. We are finally back again for another one on the one and only Mystelics reaction, guys. Big up all the Mystelics YouTube family. Big up all yourself, guys. You guys definitely showed up with the thumbs up button, guys. So definitely click the thumbs up button. I told you guys, didn't I tell you guys? Click the thumbs up button. That will of course help the algorithm of YouTube to push your videos further and further right there. So definitely give this video a thumbs up, guys. I would appreciate that right there. And don't forget, guys, for the newcomers out there, big up all yourself as well for definitely tuning into this reaction video. If you have not done so, subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through right there. And then, guys, we're gonna be listening to what MONELL Williams John Baptist, married name. MONELL Williams, we know her for the candidate for Senjo on the UWP ticket, UWP United Workers Party ticket. What she has to say about the whole situation involving what the Prime Minister was saying about the elections and what have you, guys. She has some sort thoughts to share. But before you get there, guys, this is what is actually taking place in the Rosalie region right there, guys. The water is back. You know, the water is definitely back. What you think you can stop on bus stop to take bus and go where? Where you going? Go to your home and sleep.
A little thing by Jerry coming down. That little thing not easy. But then right
and
now,
this is not the only place, you know, guys. There are other places that I saw that are also why is it sticking? Up your dirty way. It's sticking, you guys. So the video is not. It seems like so the video is we. That person lose connection. But okay, thanks for the video. That's it. This is the Rosalie region area. There were a number of other areas where the road was blocked as well. Mother Nature is telling us something. Or the Most High is probably telling us something as a result of what the Prime Minister was doing. So much to the fact that, guys, we even had an earthquake. Earthquake took place this morning. This is today 5:46 a.m. The depth was 90 miles, 3.2. We had a tremor, if you guys, some people like to call it tremor. I like to call it what it is. It's shaking the earth. It's an earthquake. And this is where it was actually found, guys. Close to Dominica region right there. So we having all kind of disasters happening and people not paying attention to what's going on. You don't listen to Mother. Listen to Mother Nature now. Mother Nature has something to tell you. Listen now, please. Talking about listening, guys, let's go to MONELL right there. MONELL, of course, had some words to utter. Let me make sure volume making ding dong. All right, volume up. All right.
You guys have been waiting to hear from the opposition.
Yes.
And for many of you, I represent what you would consider to be the opposition. My phone has been going crazy since last night. After the team that was selected to form the new DLP. I don't know what. I can't even remember because I don't want to remember. I know that most of you on here, you know my voice. You know my voice. You know my.
By the way, she doesn't want to be on camera. This was early in the morning when she did this, around 5:59 a.m. MONELL, what? You're supposed to be sleeping, MONELL. What are you doing? But I guess it was burdened on your heart. It was burdening your heart, man.
My voice. You don't need to see my face. You don't need to prove that it's me on this live.
Your voice is always unique. You can't mistake it.
This is the same voice. This is the same MONELL Williams who stood in the 2014 election, who stood in the 2019 general election. And I am not willing, brothers and sisters, to subject myself.
By the way, guys, I'll be doing two videos. I'll be doing another one. The other one is with Tiani. He had some number of things he was saying all over the place, guys. But we're going to be reacting to one of the videos right there. Anyways, let's continue.
To another election that I know the odds are stacked against me.
Yep.
I don't want to be seen this morning, Peter. This is a blackout for me. This is a sad day for Dominica.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Roosevelt SKERRIT got up on Sunday morning and decided by Sunday evening that he wanted to call an election in the absence of electoral reform, in the absence of free and fair elections. And he's on a political platform last evening and telling you that this is not the reason why the UWP will not stand with you. We are not the only opposition force in this country. The opposition is not 21 candidates who puts their name on a ballot paper. The opposition is every nurse that has not been given life insurance for 23 years. of a DLP regime. The opposition is the
guys. In MONELL, guys, hold on. I'll go back to MONELL in a while. MONELL talking there, and I myself I getting vexed because these same people on stage. Why isn't Dennis or Shakira? What? I think it's Dennis. The weave they call it the weave one. Whoever Mamselle is talking about Dominica is the first in infrastructure, and she bold faced to say that. She said you do your homework. And guys, I just recalling that very video right there, and I'm realizing the different police stations that are the schools that not fixed. I remember all these things that the lady is talking about Dominica being #1 in infrastructure, and you think you go in the police station. Guys, just go outside the police station. You don't go inside, Go outside the police station and you will see like a little porch. Not the police headquarters. You see like a little porch. I asked these people if they're about to grow agriculture inside that porch because dirt take over that thing. Dirt take over it. Brethren, you walking inside the police headquarters and you will swear that these buildings has not been touched. If Christopher Columbus was there forget Christopher Columbus. If the maroon people back in the day had come back Dominica and there was this police headquarters, it will be the same. No, it'll be worse. Because the lady talking about Dominica being #1 in infrastructure and very thing, police headquarters, police station in Portsmouth. Man was sitting on pale the other day. Pale. And the lady bold faced to tell people in front a stage about infrastructure. Anyway, sorry. Let's go back to the nurses and what have you. Sorry, MONELL. Sorry. I had to get that off my chest, man.
I've never gotten their feeder roads repaired. The opposition had
the same infrastructure. Feeder roads, farmers complaining. Black is white. Say, guys, fix our road. We need to go on the Prime Minister say, if not CBI agriculture. Then he come back and say, let's turn to agriculture. Fix our feeder roads. Nothing being done. But we infrastructure, man.
The young people who are struggling in their entrepreneurial on the entrepreneurial journey. This is the opposition. The people who have to go to the port and cannot afford the port duties.
Boy. Alas, people not seen that days.
You are the opposition. The opposition are the teachers whose salary can barely take them through the first.
And man going back and campaign, me boy. Man on road campaigning, me boy. I tell you that hurt me when I see man complaining. I see the lady crying, me boy. Say no things bad. The lady now on the same stage, not on stage, but just below the stage when the camera pan. The lady with a fog on blowing. And I supposed to feel sorry for all you boy. Boy, hey.
Week of receiving it. You are the opposition. I do not want to be seen this morning. I just want to be heard. You are asking the opposition to rise this morning. So what does that make you? Are you not the opposition?
I check in.
Is the burn of this economy.
People don't seem to understand what the opposition is. You have a leading opposition team. But generally speaking, it's the people that are also supposed to hold the government accountable to the things that they say. Where the opposition cannot do, they then go to the people to then force the government to do things. But nobody, so everybody waiting for somebody else to do it. Hey, yeah, that's wrong. What? That's wrong, but are you going to do something about it now? And they calling names. Is so and so going to do something about it? But they forget it's they who are supposed to gather with the people and go and do something about it. They're waiting for somebody else to do it. Wait still, man. Wait still. Redemption coming.
Only felt by 21 UWP candidates? Or do you feel the burn? Do you feel the burn? It will not take 21 candidates to stop the Roosevelt-led administration. Do not allow Roosevelt SKERRIT to take you Dominicans for a ride.
But he has been doing that for so long. And it's not, like I said, it's not like the people not seeing. It's one thing for the people not to see, so you're trying to make them see. But when they see him for themselves, They seen for themselves. I tell you, I watch water coming from the lady eyes, boy. They seen for themselves. I remember the DJ partner, DJ MJ, whatever is his name, the DJ partner, crying, saying, boy, things hard in the country. You don't know how he making it, but he feeling sorry for those who less fortunate than him. And the boy crying in the same video. The man coming and say how he will vote for the same people. And you think we don't have a problem in our head, boy? You think we don't have a problem in our head? You think there's somebody to put a voodoo over man's eyes, boy? Eh? But you don't think so? I understand MONELL trying to open people's eyes and see, but their eyes open, sister. Their eyes are wide open. But they continue doing the same thing over and over. They call that insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result. I tell you, the greatest hope that has ever existed on planet Earth is the hope that laborites have. Hope that their people will do right by them. Election after election after election. They hoping. Keep hoping still.
It should never be allowed. You are the ones who should rise today.
That's my point. They're waiting for the opposition to do things. When the opposition trying their best and try to mobilize people to come together, they quiet behind closed doors making noise in government as if they're going to help when they're supposed to be there in numbers. To show that they're sincere and they're serious about what is taking place in the country. But they're not doing that, and they expect relief. Or they're trying to make new opposition party, thinking that that is the solution. That is not the solution. The solution is the very people who are creating corrupt practices during elections. This is why they even call elections before time. If SKERRIT could have done that within 2 weeks, he would have done it. 2 weeks. Nobody call elections and say, okay, this is done, giving people enough time for them to register to go and vote. Man, at 24 hours we to register. 24 hours we. Where the people who come and rally their people and say, hey, come and register. Those who want to come and register, come and register. 24 hours we the man call. Before man could register. If you don't register in time now.
Rise this morning and say no more. Unequivocally show the 21 UWP candidates that we don't need you to stand against Roosevelt SKERRIT. We will do it ourselves.
Exactly my point. Case and point. They always say is UWP. No, all you humans. They're supposed to come and say no. We say no election, no reform, no election. That's what we tell you. You're not doing what you want, SKERRIT. We tell you no reform, no elections. It's simple. That's what creates free and fair elections. And as a result of that very thing, the very Prime Minister himself was the one who called Sir Dennis Byron to come and do it. And upon receiving the letter, opposition receiving the letter, he called elections. That making sense to you? When the phase one supposed to start this month of electoral reform and be completed by April 2023. All you don't think.
You are the ones who are supposed to rally. Thousands of you rally. Stand in front of the doorways of the people who say that they can't anymore.
As she's saying about rally there, I saw a video of SKERRIT talking about he going to march on one of them days in November. He going to march on one of these days for peace, prosperity, and justice. But SKERRIT mocking all you. SKERRIT mocking Dominicans. SKERRIT mocking Dominicans. Man working for how much weeks for peace, prosperity, and justice? SKERRIT say he going to work for peace, prosperity, and justice. Boy, SKERRIT, and all you just taking that. All you just taking that. As if it's not all your money the man using to do whatever he want to do. The taxes are being paid for the people to go back to the people. The man using that for his benefit. Well, SKERRIT getting all the money to do the campaign there. It's not the Dominican money he taking. All your money he taking to go against Solly to keep all you oppressed. And you just there, okay. Right.
We are not willing to subject ourselves to an unfair election process and tell them this morning Go to the Lennox Lintons and tell them this morning, all of you from Marigot, all of you from Salisbury, stand and say we don't need you to put your name on the ballot paper. We are not asking you to do it for us. We just need a vessel. But we are ready. Where are the thousands of people from St. Joseph who have been struggling? Who will you stand with? Who will you select to stand against this madness? I am sorry for this young boy that has been chosen for St. Joseph. Kelvedaro could not do it. Vince Henderson could not do it. Addis and her bad ways could not do it. This child is going to be chewed and spat out. Do you understand what this means for your country? Do you understand what this means for you? Have you ever understudied a dictatorship? Dictators come in subtly until all your rights are taken from you. You don't even have a right to speak anymore.
They'll be victimized.
Look at the dictatorships around the world. The media is censored. You think now that you can come on here, we can come on here and voice our dissent on Facebook and social media. In a dictatorship, we are not allowed to do these things. And many of us believe that this cannot happen, but it's not possible until it is.
They're waiting for the last minute when they realize they grab them by their balls. Or like Trump would say, grab them by, male and female. When they grab them there and they start squeezing, then they will see, hey, but wait a while, something really happening, boy. What? What is that squeezing? What is that tightness I feel in there, boy? What is that, boy? They wait until it's too late. Look at all the people who have...
Look at the team that he has put together. People he can spin around his fingers.
And use. He don't put away the old ones. He put Vince there. Most likely Vince, he want to take over the thing. He take out the old ones there. He put new people there. So that they will bow to his will and his whim. They will bow to him. They will come to him. Master, what can I do? You think putting people there is changing the people in the candidates? Is it the problem? Just like I mentioned in some previous video, same head, different team equals same team. Because it's the head that making all the decisions. Even if you have a different team, you want to do something in your society, the head will tell you, okay, cool. And you never get to do it. Like I saw one of my people, them talking about, oh, that person is talented in this regard. It's not about the person's talent and their ability. It is not about that. Because you have the same system because of the same head being there. And you expect to have a different outcome. Boy, okay then. Especially in time when government spending, government income has depleted. Especially all the monies that we had coming in, they do absolutely nothing to elevate the standing of the people. Giving people houses is not to elevate your standing, especially if you are not even able to own that house. Boy.
Where are you, the opposition? Where are you, the people? The opposition, the people who will say no to this madness. Where are you? Why have you not stood? It should not be business as usual.
Nope.
Where is the blackouts on Facebook and on WhatsApp? We are out here and we are smiling. And the labor rights, you will not be spared. A dictatorship is not just for the opposition. A dictatorship is a dictatorship. Why do you believe that he has taken so much rights from you so far? You do not see it. You believe that him building a home and putting you in there
is giving you a level of freedom. Really? They say freeness is warring for a reason, guys. Nothing in this life is free. I give you a free house, well, you have to give me your loyalty. If you decide to talk up, I'll throw you outside the house. I'll make you get a house and make your family feel pain leaving them outside of your house. Because you cannot put them inside there. If you were to even think of loving your family member, to bring them from the bush to living inside your house, we will kick you out too. Both of all, you live outside. So even trying to separate families.
He cares. Yes, he cares. Of course he cares. He cares how much power he has over you. Because you...
One thing for sure, I know no man will have power over me. That is one thing that will never happen.
Dare not speak against him when he has housed you, can you? And so you realize why he does all that he does, and why the growth engines of this country has not been developed. A man with so much money, you heard them last night. We have the money. We have the money to build your homes. Why has these resources not...
But that is the same thing that happened in Venezuela. I mean, if you look at the trajectory path, the same thing. They build houses for people. If you talk, that is the same thing. I mean, people doesn't study these things, boy. It's still now they're teaching people that man is not woman, and woman can be man, and woman can be stupid. Yes, they're teaching people in school now. Well, not in Dominica, but it'll reach there eventually. Start trying to come. I heard about certain books entering Dominica right now. It's trying to come. They're trying to push the agendas. And the people with money, hey, if you put this in your schools, we'll give you monies. We'll give you millions of dollars to push this in your schools, to indoctrinate the mindset, to make the children docile and foolish. But
not been filtered into the economy to revive our agriculture, to encourage tourism, to inspire the entrepreneurs, the people, the young people out there who wants better.
But it's not even about that. When you kill the economy, no matter how much you inspire the entrepreneurs to work, if you kill the economy, and if you understand how entrepreneurship works, you'll understand that you need a number of things. Spending power of people is one of them. Population is another one. Your raw materials is another one. If you don't have these things, you might have the raw material but no spending power or population size to at least bring you to some level, or have a plethora of entrepreneurs instead of 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 entrepreneurs who actually, hey, look, that person make it, why can't you make it? But the economy is not conducive for 10, 15, 20 entrepreneurs to make it. You have to understand how economics work. It's the economics you have to understand, people. It's not about people that are saying, oh, let's celebrate entrepreneurship, and they know that people coming to do things in entrepreneurship and they know it's not going to be successful for a majority of them. They know this because the economy is not conducive. You need to have a proper economy and spending power of the people. This is one of the best businesses that we have was Ross University, because they brought in the foreign exchange into Dominica. That then flipped and doubled in Dominica when they came through. US money was making ding dang in posse. Sometimes man even used to give US dollars instead of EC dollars to buy things. Anyways, let me continue.
Who sees all over the world young people doing well.
And when they leave Dominica, you can see it. You can see it, man. Guy and I have friends who are in Dominica. Marcus, I tell you, I don't know. But these people who are in Dominica trying their best. In Dominica. They're not making true. They go overseas for 1 year. I have a friend who's a millionaire today. Boy. Anyways, let me continue.
They can't, because the taxes are high, and the grocery bills are high, and the light bills are high, and we can barely make ends meet in the country.
And SKERRIT them that take over we. Dumb leg. Labor rights saying, boy, I have to pay nothing again. And they realized what they were saying was stupidness. Because they realized that the light bill was extremely high. Record breaking. Let me continue.
But we're calling for 21 candidates to stand up. I am telling you, the opposition is not the 21 candidates. The opposition is you, the the people who have been struggling for the past 23 years.
Imagine MONELL saying that, boy. MONELL telling us, we the UWP people are not the 21 candidates. You guys are. Imagine MONELL saying that. Imagine. And all you don't understand, all you don't understand, labor rights will watch my videos and say, yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. We are the power, but, you know, I still getting my little $100, $200 and my shirt. At least I have a shirt to wear. What do UWP giving me now?
Show the people that have decided that we will not go into an election without electoral reform, that we will stand.
It's the fairness, it's all about the fairness. If electoral reform takes place and Labour wins, then it's free and fair. It's free and fair. They win it fair and square. The people have spoken. But when you come in and bribery and treating all of those kind of things, they putting things in front of people and pretend as if that is not happening. Man on stage singing me gospel. Boy, I tell you, man does use God for the mockery, boy. Anyways.
Every laborite who has struggled, who have been afraid to speak, stand. Every nurse, stand.
Another 5 years they give me they want. Another 5 years people don't see that, no boy. Another 5 years boy.
The vendors, why are you not standing?
Boy. Them vendors, they make Bayfront like a ghetto. You remember how Bayfront was before? With the nice fountain, especially Christmas, with all those lights passing and that fountain flowing and have different colors coming out from the fountain. They mash up the fountain to do what? To put square box of different colors if we is Rastafari or the rainbow. To put square box and say they putting people inside these places to sell.
And the bus drivers, take a look at the amount of persons across the country who are non-nationals, who have been employed in your country, and you are struggling.
Boy, even them truckers, them nurses, them teachers, them policemen, but every sector, and then the very prime minister killing the economy and the sectors themselves, the growth engines of Dominica coming back and say, hey, I'm come back. We have the money. The lady complain about infrastructure. We number one in infrastructure. Look at the police stations. Look at the schools that are not rebuilt. They're making noise saying children come in school 12 to whatever time and how much 2 sets of time frames that children have to go to school and all those kind of things, and people seeing that. And all you want to put back the same man, you're not protesting, nothing like that, boy. Boy, all you go to that place there,
you continue to struggle. Nobody expected this from Roosevelt SKERRIT, but that's what dictators do.
Obviously.
And he's talking about a headless party.
And it's dictators 101. Normally when people put in candidates, it's the people of the constituencies that's supposed to vote and say, okay, we want this person to represent us. Or the Labour Party puts certain people in positions who they think they can represent, and the people then vote to that. No, they just put in candidate and taking out candidate, boy. Who that doing that? The people are doing that now. So there is the people representatives that they know is who the government decide, who scared them decide they put in for them to represent you. How you expect that to how you expect that to work for you? If you the people not selecting the people to come and represent you to have effective representation, and they put in somebody there to represent themselves, it's not you they're representing, it's the government they're representing. And they're probably giving them the ideology that they're representing the people, and you the ideology, hey, that person is better for you. I don't realize what's going on in the place. Nothing. Anyways, guys, that link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Don't forget to check out the previous one. The next one I'll be doing in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. I'll be reacting to the Tiani one. So definitely keep it locked on this one as well. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that, guys, and subscribe and turn on our post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. I'll see you guys in the next one. Boom bang.
This community used to be the most visited on the West Coast, what happened to the St. Joseph constituency? I know what happened. Vince Henderson happened 10 years ago. Inadequacy, that's what he gave us. And then he left Calvadaro, who inherited that inadequacy and the legacy of mediocrity, with no backbone and no vision to move us forward. We have moved from prosperity into poverty.